Hey, YouTube, we are back with episode 11 of our SFO Grimhammer modded Total War Warhammer 2 campaign, playing as the Golden Order, led by none other than our
You
own
summon me.
Balthasar Gelt. We were just about to take Castle Tempelhof, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. We'll have Balthasar reinforcing
I am
here,
innocent. Move.
and we'll have Volkmar assaulting Castle Tempelhof.
Sigmar is with us.
Probably go ahead. Yeah, we're just gonna auto-resolve this one honestly because we don't really need to fight this one too much. We're overwhelming them completely here. So I'd like the sack. That might it's a good deal of money, but we'll go ahead and occupy. There we go. So he got the Vampire Hunter Volkmar. We unlocked the Special Reichsguard and Flagellant units, and we now own all of Western Sylvania, which will allow us to finally get Lightning Strike on Balthasar and then move towards Metal to Gold to Magic. We got this guy. Our Warrior Priest leveled up. We're going to go ahead and give him his Inviolable? Don't know that word. I'll have to look it up at some point, but we'll give him that.
Sigmar, grant me
level up.
strength.
So I think what we'll do is
Onwards.
move Gelt back here. We're going to eventually take Waldenhof and Castle Drakenhof. Hopefully Eschen will be taken by the Vampire Counts again so that I can take it away from
Praise
Osterland.
Sigmar, the instrument of Sigmar's will.
I'd rather not have to fight them too aggressively for it, but if I have to, I got to. If I have to, I have to, right? Go ahead and build up the lumberyard over here. Let's give the moot a guardhouse. I have a feeling they're going to be revolting here pretty soon. And let's go ahead and give this a little bit extra untainted. I'll have to build some shrines to Sigmar probably in here. Maybe shrines to Wulfric. Really all depends. I mean, they both give... Shrine to Sigmar will eventually give more untainted. Not by much. Let's stick with the Temple of Sigmar. At the end of the day,
Now,
don't we like Sigmar better? Let's see. Electrocon of
Sigmar's
Reichland, yeah, good. I'm eventually going to take Sylvania away from Manfred over here, which is going to give us the Knights of Moor, which is really good. It's also going to give us some less attrition. For now, though, soon I'm going to be recruiting some more units into Karl Franz's army because he's just kind of sitting there and holding down the fort for now. Which at the moment is okay, but we're eventually going to need him to do something more than just hold down the fort. But once we purify the Sylvania over here, it's going to be a lot easier for us to do a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and end our turn there and see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to. So it looks like the Dark Elves are making a bit of an assault on Midland here, which looks like they managed to hold back, but I'm sure that won't be the last time. They're kind of growing over here in the far west. It looks like they did some damage to Bretonnia, Corone. And it also looks like Corone allowed the Barrow Legion to kind of build up a bit, which is going to be super problematic for them, but something that, and eventually something that we're going to have to deal with, I'm sure. But at the moment, excuse me, at the moment it's not something so desperate that we need to absolutely deal with it. So let's go ahead and see where this end turn is going to leave us. That's going to kind of dictate Yeah, I had a feeling Ostermark would eventually do something like that. Elector Count Wolfram Hertwig has brazenly announced the secession of Ostermark from the Empire, declaring the state's total independence. You can oppose Ostermark's independence with military action and declare war, or alternatively use your political power to gather support and stop their secession without bloodshed. We're going to go ahead and rally political support. War between the Empire's states should be avoided at all costs, with preventing secession of Ostermark by paying 1,000 prestige. Looks like something has destroyed. Let's see, Laurelin. I don't see anything, so it must have been something over here that's getting destroyed. Hopefully that's not something we need to worry about. The orcs are getting strong down here. Looks like our friends over here, Clan Angrund, is trying to make a push in to the orcs. They're just going to be building up down south.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
So we're going to walk Balthasar Gelt over here to take a look at what's going on. Yeah, kind of as expected.
I will do this.
They're growing in power, slowly but surely. But none of them are legendary lords, which is going to be hugely to our advantage. So let's go ahead and trainer. Let's keep giving you military or deadly melee attack. We just got, I believe it was this, some ammunition for artillery units. So let's now be surprised if I don't have a city. Let's go with grain silos. Oh, probably level 4. I don't think I have a level 4 settlement. And let's get the tap room over here so that they can stabilize their public order a bit better.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
I'm going to have you stand over here as well.
I will cast out all evil.
So that's doing what it can, so it's going to purify as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and put the Shrine of Sigmar in here as well, which is going to purify this area even faster. Sigmarite Dogma. Rebellion. Yeah, it's not surprising. Yeah, they're not happy, but that's, again, we'll stabilize that fairly quickly here with the Sigmarite buildings. We'll leave it at that for now. We should be taking Castle Drakenhof here pretty soon, which is going to be super useful to us. What we'll do first, though, is eliminate some of those armies. So one of those armies is standing outside of the castle, which is going to be the one we're going to target with our.
By which I could give you a true death, carrion thing.
Yeah, no thanks. Manfred, you're just going to get taken out. That's just how it's going to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the army that's first standing outside of the castle with Lightning Strike. So I can show off how that Lightning Strike fight works. The Lightning Strike mechanic, which we haven't been able to do yet. And after that is when we're going to actually attack Castle Drakenhof. Oh no, the World Walkers. So we've got Wulfric the Wanderer to deal with now. I don't think he'll attack us outright right away, but he's also not going to give us a lot of time to build up our forces to repel him. Since he's got a lot of infantry, I think what we're going to need to do with Karl Franz is build up his forces, and then with a lot of ranged and as much artillery as we can manage so that we can hold him back before we can get before we can get Balthasar Gelt over there to kind of help out and build up his army as well. Moot is going to go into revolt. Let's go have you stand over here. You'll probably be able to take out whatever army it is that shows up.
Praise Sigmar.
Without too much difficulty, along with the reinforcements that you'll get from the garrison there. So let's go ahead and have Balthasar Gelt. Oh, they put the smaller army, of course they did, but it is what it is. Whatever small advantage we can get, we'll take. So normally this would be a Pyrrhic victory. We would probably lose a good number of units over here, but they would all get destroyed. However, what we're going to do is if we do Lightning Strike, it actually denies them all this settlement garrison and the reinforcements of the second army that was over here, and just has them with their meager infantry plus their lords, which we can easily take out. So we'll go ahead, speed there. Actually, we want that. Let's put that on the Mournfang cavalry because we kind of want them to be speedy. Yeah, that'll give a little. Yeah, 94 is good for Mournfang. So we'll go ahead and auto-resolve that. Didn't lose any units. We'll go ahead and take the execute captives. So they'll run off. They no longer reinforce Castle Drakenhof. We'll put Castle Drakenhof directly under siege.
Just war.
Let's increase this guy a little bit. We'll go ahead and go Divine Power. Start down this line with him.
Defender of the Faith.
We're going to run Volkmar the Grim over here. Oh, I miscalculated. Shoot. Okay. Now he'll take a little bit of attrition, but not too much. So this will be a decisive victory. I'm sure I'll take some losses, but I think it'll be nothing that I kind of want to take out Castle Drakenhof as quickly as possible. So I think I'm just going to auto-res... So Castle Drakenhof is a really scary one to fight, because it's a really... These armies are not super designed for sieges because they've got a lot of range, a lot of artillery, chariots, horses, not a lot in the way of infantry. Here's what we'll do. We'll build a battering ram and some towers. So we've only got 4 artillery plus a couple of heroes, 4 infantry plus a couple of heroes. We're going to have a lot of infantry over here.
Ulrich's will. Yes.
Let's do that. Let's move over to you. And let's start building up some infantry. So we do not want routes. We want, let's see, couple artillery units. And I think actually the flagellants would be best for this because they're unbreakable. Could also get the Tattersouls over here. Well, I don't think. Yeah, I really don't think that Wulfric is going to attack us right away.
Yes.
And this army is not the best for him to attack us with. I mean, they're mostly Marauders, which Wulfric buffs pretty good, but I think we should still be okay. This is going to revolt, also not a problem. So let's go ahead and wait there. So we've got the rebellion in Mootland that we'll have to deal with. And Wulfric eventually, hopefully he'll get pushed back over here by Boris's, hopefully, I think that's Boris. He'll probably get pushed back by Boris's forces because we'd rather not have to deal with Wulfric right away, but I have a feeling Wulfric is going to be kind of a pain, kind of a thorn in our side here for a little while. Looks like we're also going to have a rebellion in Tempelhof, which is unfortunate. Hopefully that won't be next turn, that'll be the turn after. And that way I can move that one reinforcing army. I wonder who they're going to try to attack. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, it is a close victory if I just fight it outright. I'm really not a fan of all those flying units, and I have a feeling that my guns are not going to be able to cover all the angles that they need to cover, which is going to cause a lot of problems. The Null Ironsides, because they have decent melee stats, are going to be okay. It's really these gunners. Like, again, the Free Company isn't the worst, so they'll also do well, but these handgunners really can't take it. So maybe if I put these Null Ironsides on the flanks along with Free Company Militia maybe in the rear, maybe put them in the front and put my infantry in the rear to kind of to protect that way. It's going to cause us a lot of problems as well that those spirit units, they should have like really high missile resistance, plus a high physical resistance, but very low magical resistance. And I don't have a lot of magic. I don't have a lot of broad magical damage. I have a lot of like specific. The Gehenna's Gohan ain't bad, but I don't think they have a unit. They don't have a unit size big enough for the Gehenna's Golden Hounds to matter much. And again, all of these Lancers, all of these horsemen, the horsemen are going to be mostly the issue for me. These guys are not going to be an issue. This army's not going to be an issue. It's the garrison. It's the horses. They're going to be ripping my handgunners to bits, and I don't really have an answer for that outside of basically positioning a unit of infantry behind my gunners to protect each one of them individually, with the Null Ironsides on the sides and the mortars kind of like essentially in between the guns and the infantry. That might be the only way I can make this work. That or kind of go in the back and corner camp, which I don't like doing, but it honestly might be the only way of surviving this fight. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. I have a bad feeling about this because I don't usually do the best at these kind of battles, but again, it's a lot of infantry. Mostly it's the reinforcing ghosts and all that I'm going to have to deal with that are going to be difficult, but we're going to see if we can't maybe use Gelt and the Battle Priest to kind of tie those down. Let's see where they're going to be reinforcing from. Probably the worst spot. So here's what we'll do. We will set up our guns here, kind of facing like that.
By Ulrich's wrath! Handgunners! We are Sigmar's heirs!
We're going to keep these guns like that. We're going to put the mortars.
By Ulrich's wrath! By None! Ready! Mortar! The Empire endures!
Because we want them shooting. We want them protected as long as possible.
Ready for war!
Then, so we got the Nulns on each side, which are going to be able to hold them back. We'll put the priest up front. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. We've got Free Company Militia. We'll put a spearman here. We'll put a spearman here. Throw Gelt out front. We'll see if we can catch out what we can catch out. I have a feeling that this side is going to need a lot more reinforcing, because that's where their reinforcements coming from. So that's going to be most of the killing power is going to be like most of the killing power is going to live in that direction, because this is going to be basically nothing. What we'll do is we'll send these guys up to kind of like take them out as quickly as possible. Gelt can maybe bombard this area.
Take the ground! Go! Formation! March! Take position! Moving faster! Quick march! Moving now! Haste go magic! At speed! To battle! No lingering! Go! Formation! March! They'll never move again! At speed! Moving now! Quick march!
Final ready! Mortar! Stop! Sigma calls!
No lingering! To battle!
Okay, we want to take Gelt back because we want to kind of split them as much as
For the
possible.
Emperor! Taking position! Lord of Metal!
Who are you aiming at? They're aiming at these guys. I mean, they might hit them every once in a while, but it's not going to be enough to justify. What we really want to have happen.
Militia! Mournfang Cavalry!
Handgunners! Yes, my lord! Ready for war!
Ah! Sigma calls! We serve the Emperor!
Okay, hang on. What can your mortars, what can you shoot at? You can shoot there. You can shoot there and there.
By my will alone!
Look at that. They're thinking with their heads. Spreading out their infantry as much as possible to kind of catch out as much of mine infantry as they can.
We serve the Emperor! Sigma guides us! Moving now! Take the ground!
For the Emperor! Ulrich's wrath on them! Moving faster! No lingering!
Okay, we're gonna try to stop that mortis engine from moving too far forward. Oh my god. Come on, Outriders. Ride faster, dang it!
Moonfang cavalry! Thunder in full!
Glory to the Empire!
Nature!
Taking position! Reichsguard Knights! Formation! March! To battle!
Balthasar Gelt!
Moving now! To battle! In the name of the twin-tailed comet! Glory to the Empire! Attack them, men!
Formation! March!
By Ulrich's wrath!
They'll hold them off for a little while, but I have a feeling a lot of them are gonna die over here.
Bow before me!
Whoa, 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 whoa. I forgot to tell them not to run like babies.
Charge! Handgunners! No lingering! Prepare for combat! Outriders! Handgunners! The Empire endures!
The Empire endures! Feel my fire!
See, all that magic damage is doing a number on those guys.
Ready for war! Get them! Now! For the Emperor! The friend!
I am supreme! For Heldenhammer!
Handgunners! At speed! Sigmar calls! War! We are Sigmar's heirs! Sigmar preserve us! Sigmar!
Haste gold magic! Charge! I am master of Shalom! Haste gold magic!
Handgunners! For France! For Heldenhammer! Get them!
Poland stop!
Awaiting orders! Swordsmen! War! Ready for war!
We are Sigmar's heirs! I am master of Shalom!
Oh man.
Swordsmen!
Yeah, see, this is the issue. You get overwhelmed very quickly by all their numbers, and there's not much you can do.
Ulrich's wrath on them! They'll never move again! Feel my fire! War of metal! To battle! Moving now! Go! Quick march!
Conditions acceptable! Now! Get them! Handgunners! Sigmar! Take the ground! Take the ground! For Heldenhammer! Charge! Handgunners! Yes, General? Formation! March! We serve the Emperor! For Heldenhammer! Standing by! No! Handgunners! Ready for war! Sigmar!
At speed!
We're Sigmar's heirs! Spearmen! Take the ground! ready to smite.
Well, there goes Balthasar Gelt. But he was kind of overwhelmed, so I can't really blame him. Now, where is your mortar?
For Heldenhammer! Sigma preservers!
No, 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 no. Get on your mortar.
Yes, sir!
And shoot.
Formation, march!
By my will alone.
Ready for war! Missiles will fly! Take the ground! Free company! Seeking enemy! To battle! Quick march! Sigma!
I am supreme. Take position.
Sigma! Formation march! Ah!
Ready for war.
Withdraw!
Moving faster. Take the ground. Moving now. Haste gold magic.
Sigma preserve us! Militia! Attack! Weapons drawn! Withdraw! Fighting range, sir! By Galvaras! The Empire endures! Mortar! The Empire ensures! Withdraw! Formation, march! Prepare for combat!
The Empire endures. For Heldenhammer. Bow before me. Take position. Quick march. Go.
And gunners! By Ulrich's wrath! War! For Heldenhammer! Withdraw!
Take the ground. Let's go.
Brought the armor off of that guy.
Ready to fire!
Balthasar Gelt.
Oh my god. Come on.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
Get them!
Fallen staff. I am master of Shamon. To battle. Formation, march. Haste gold magic.
Quick march! And gunners! Withdraw! For Heldenhammer! And gunners!
No lingering.
Prepare for combat! Understood! Go! Yes, General! Yes, sir! Quickly! At speed! No lingering! By Sigmar's will! No lingering! Moving now! For France!
By my will alone.
Mortar! Hand gunners! Attack!
Whew. That was a lot more damage than I was expecting, but at least we made it through.
Bow before me.
Yeah, that's basically the play style of the vampires, is they tend to overwhelm with sheer numbers.
Reichsguard Knights!
There we go. It was a Pyrrhic victory, but we at least survive to fight another day. Though we're probably going to have to... what's it called? Have Gelt be the reinforcing army rather than the main army of the next fight, depending on things. But we'll see if... We'll see how this shakes out. We'll see if we can still have Gelt be the main army. So he did a lot of damage. A lot of that came from those charging cavalry. We didn't really have a good answer for them, so we're gonna have to get rid of these. So these two guys the Free Company militia have kind of outlived their usefulness. We're going to have to replace them with some better infantry to kind of protect our guns, to protect our mortars, and all that. We could use some cavalry. I'm not sure these outriders are going to be doing very much for us. In truth, actually, this might just be a... Yeah, we just go ahead and occupy Castle Drakenhof right from the offset. There we go. Problem solved there. Oh boy, so we got chaos. Chaos is really, really coming in to our doorstep over here. They're right over this river. Yeah, we're gonna have to go up and start dealing with Wulfric real quick here before he starts overwhelming us. Do not want a defensive alliance with you. What it is they probably want help with the Beastmen, because the Beastmen after the update have become a lot stronger, and that's going to give us probably a lot of problems as well. For right now that we've taken Castle Drakenhof, what we're going to probably do... Yeah, Middenland is really struggling over here. Not surprising, since they have... It looks like Wulfric is doing a lot of damage to them, which is unfortunate. And like I said, we're going to deal with that. Nope. Yeah, that's an auto-resolve. Let's go ahead and take the gold. We're going to need it. Empire means empire. Again, let's go ahead and lobby against the decrees this time around. Western Sylvania. About to revolt here. Let's see what Castle Drakenhof is giving us. So it's got this. Let's go ahead and get that gold mine up and running, because that's going to generate a lot of gold for us. I can do without this for the most part. I kind of want... We're gonna need the Sigmar, the Shrine of Sigmar over here. I think I might stick with spearmen, maybe some great swords.
The nation calls.
Eventually, but I'm gonna need somebody to kind of hold Castle Tempelhof over here.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
Who leveled up? Oh. Okay, let's give you Specialist.
What does the Emperor bid? Moving off!
Can you... Let's go see if you can't assassinate this guy. He's going to be a pain. We don't get rid of him.
Seek out the heretics.
Nice.
Show me the accused.
Boost to assassination.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar. Moving out.
So Waldenhof is a walled
Blessings
settlement.
of Sigmar upon you.
We'll do that.
So,
We'll have you go over to Castle Tempelhof.
the Empire.
To deal with that rebellion. Let's get rid of this because we don't need it here.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Let's go ahead and get you some more wagons, another mortar, and some more flagellants. Fort Soul's not going to be ready for some time. Helmgart's going to be ready next turn. Okay. Don't really need those taxes, honestly. They're not giving us much. We can use... could use the money. Let's see.
Who calls?
Let's get rid of these guys. They've outlived their usefulness. And let's get a couple more spearmen. We lost the ogre units, which is unfortunate. Wanted some Empire Knights, which we are going to be able to get from over here. The grenade launchers are arguably really good as well. They can deal a crazy amount of splash damage, but I think that's what we're going to have the mortars kind of for. We really need that. We really need that mobility more than anything. So we'll keep these in here for now, but I think we're going to end up getting rid of them and aiming more for the melee cavalry, as that's going to end up being more useful to us in the long run. I think Volkmar should be able to take Waldenhof, as I said, so that's not a big deal. Part of me almost wants to leave them alone over here, let Ostermark go up there.
The Empire.
Or Osterland, rather, go up there and take care of them. We haven't really done much with this, because I haven't really seen a need for it, in all honesty. Maybe when we fight some of the quest battles, that'll be something we can look into. So he's recruiting. Yeah, let's save some of that money. We'll go ahead and end our turn there. Looks like Osterland is not going to be kicked out of this area anytime soon, unless I end up starting a war with them. Can't wait to deal with Wulfric the Wanderer. That's going to be all the fun.
Friendship is more valuable than gold.
Oh, looks like they're getting attacked over here. Maybe by the orcs, possibly by the Skaven. And that's going to start creeping up on my southern borders here that I'm going to have to deal with. So it might be that he has to, it might be that our guy over here is going to have to face the vampires on their own, and he's going to have to face the chaos on his own, while I send Balthasar Gelt to the south to deal with the orc incursion. Oh boy. And Middenland is taken out. Or is he retreating? Looks like he's taken out. Oh, now he's officially taken out. Oof. Looks like, but Corone might have dealt a punishing blow to them instead. I think Corone does. Corone doesn't start at war with Wulfric's army, Wulfric's faction in the Skaven are taking over all that decimated territory. Great, we're going to have to deal with Skaven too. But Wulfric doesn't immediately start at war with Corone in SFO Grimhammer, but they do tend to declare war because they have a really bad, essentially really bad relations with Wulfric.
This will bolster the nation.
Hochland. Let's go ahead and go reach into the Brass Keeping, attacked by the Beastmen. Let's go ahead and send some mercenaries over that way. It's decisive. We'll just go ahead and auto-resolve this one. And take the cash. Beastmen destroyed. Huzzah. So we will go ahead and take Volkmar over here to Waldenhof and see how well he does. Pyrrhic victory. Where's that Pyrrhic victory coming from? We'll probably do better in a field battle with this army. So we'll go ahead and do that.
Cleanse the filth.
So we can't build another one of these because we're already building that. Let's go ahead and build some walls. Our friend down here leveled up. Let's give him Lightning Strike. He's keeping an eye on the moot for us. Let's have him go over here and keep an eye on Sylvania while Gelt
Let us begin.
starts going down south.
I am ready. Are you?
March on the witches.
Let's keep an eye on Nagenhof.
I trust no man. Pick up the pace.
Let's see. I think one more unit of Flagellants, and then we should be alright. Let's replace these guys. Whoops. Because, as we said, the Free Company's not the greatest.
What?
Replace them with some crossbows, one more unit of Flagellants just to hold the line. They don't have any... the Chaos doesn't have any good range, so it shouldn't matter. Yeah, this could technically upgrade if I had the money, but this will get us the Hellblasters and the cannons, the great cannons, which will be really useful. And I think that'll be it for this turn. Let's go ahead and move it over and see how that goes. So I have a feeling that those orcs in the south are going to start pushing up north, which is going to really dampen our expansion options, or rather put a damper on expansion. They're not going to limit our options, but they're going to put a damper on on how much we're going to be able to actually expand. Still a Pyrrhic victory. They managed to get him back, which I'm not really happy about. Regenerating flesh. Let's see, infantry, 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 some flyers, some of those. Speed 125 means he's on a horse. You're also on a horse. Oh no, he's on a Pegasus. So they've got these guys, which is going to be problematic. They're reinforcing. I have a feeling this is going to be a lengthy fight, and since we're already a good ways through this recording, I think we're going to go ahead and pause it here and then return to it in our next session here, in the next episode. So I think we'll call it, and hopefully we can beat these vampires back in short order. So I will go ahead and say thanks for watching, and we will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one.